Start streaming. All right, let's see if this is going to work. Receiving your content. You are live with 0 people watching. Yay!
All right.
All right, so Mark and I did this idea before. So buried somewhere on the channel is our first iPhone Jenga contest, which we also had Christy playing, but she's not here. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was lame. I don't remember why it was lame, though. Do you remember?
Because we pulled like 5 things off, and then something stopped working.
And then one of us, we had one board, and we were messing around. Today, we have 2 iPhone 6s to destroy. Oh, let's see. Already done. All right, let's see. So here's mine. Let's see if we can make it wake up. Yay. So this is an iPhone 6 that seems to have touch. And this is, I'm guessing, an iCloud locked one. Yeah. So there we go. It's got touch. Everything is legit. It's booting. And I'm going to take this board out of the housing. This is going to be my board. Now, do you want to confirm that yours boots right now, or is there going to be whining?
No, I'm just going to trust that this is a working board.
Who was the person that was in charge of choosing working boards?
I can't remember.
I can remember.
I picked out 2 boards, and then you chose which one you wanted out of them.
Okay. Is this the good one? Okay. All right. I've been waiting for this video for the past 2 years. Well, hopefully, Chop Tech, we will not disappoint you, but we'll see. All right. It's been a long day. This is the end of day 1 in the course. And so we just covered a VCC main short here in day 1, did a bunch of reballing today. And whenever you're talking about VCC main shorts, everybody wants to know, how many caps can you take off a VCC main and still get the phone to boot?
Now you got to replace every single one.
I kind of feel like just going after VCC main first. All right, so we're going to have a contest. You guys can give us some input on the rules, but our plan is to go back and forth, and our loose plan is to just, kind of take your turn by taking off a reasonable amount of chips, whatever you think is kind of a reasonable risk, and then pass to the next guy and see if your phone still boots. So yours does boot.
Yeah, mine's booted up. Touch is working.
Okay, I'll go first. All right, so I'll go first. So let's go. Actually, let's go to the hand cam because I'm just going to take the shields off. So does yours still have shields on it?
Of course.
Oh, okay. Got to keep things fair. All right, so we'll take off the shields. Hello, ma'am. Oh, what's the equivalent of ma'am that guys have to deal with? What do you change from when you're like a young, 18-year-old, when you're a girl, you're miss, and then you turn into ma'am, and then you're just ma'am. Do you have an equivalent to that?
No, I mean, it's just sir.
So you're always sir from like the moment you sprout your first pube, you're sir until...
No, you're sir once you start
Oh, I know it, your son.
older.
Your son. Hey, son. Slow down there, son. And then you become, oh, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
It's, I had to get onto one of Lewis's front desk people because he kept calling me sir.
What did you say? Like, excuse me, sir. How dare you call me sir?
Yeah, I said, shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth, sir.
Well,
Keep your sir to yourself.
It just got to where he would ask me questions, and if he said sir,
Then you
I
didn't
wouldn't
answer?
respond.
Oh, I see. So you did him kind of like Dr. Phil style. You teach people how to treat you.
That's right.
All right, so so far, I've taken off the CPU shield. Can we see that? Maybe.
No.
Oh, can we see anything over here of my
Nope,
shield taking off?
they can just see me. Hi.
No, they can see taking off shields. All right, so let me turn that down. I'm gonna take off, for my first thing, I'm gonna take off this antenna. Boom, done.
That doesn't
You know what?
count.
What do you mean it doesn't count?
Yeah,
That's 1, that's +1 we're
You're
taking
gonna
off.
pull off the antenna connectors too?
Yes, for points 2 and 3. Duh. All right. Kid, then whippersnapper. Yes. Okay. Now for my next feat, I'm gonna take off. Let's get rid of side cam. Let's bring back the microscope. Now for my next feat, I am going to dare to take off the sticker shield. All right, off it goes. There we go. Here comes the sticker shield. All right, now, what am I gonna do first?
Sticker shield doesn't count.
Let's have chat vote. Let's see, what do you guys think? Remove Nan first. Thanks. I have already suggested that, Jason. Thank you very much. All right, let's see. And now it runs. All right, chat is no help, so we're on our own. And I am gonna go down here. I think I could weed out a lot of this stuff, but I kind of want to keep it interesting. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do...
Crystal.
No. All right, let's speed up. I'm just going to kind of pick some big things so that it looks impressive. All right, so let's take off. We'll play it fairly safe for round one here. Let's take off audio IC. Goodbye, sweet audio IC. All right. And let's see what I blew up. Did I blow up the CPU over here? I think that is what happened last time. All right. How about backlight driver? That would be boring. All right, I'm going to take off the entire rear camera connector. And...
Moving dangerously.
Life on the edge. I'm going to take off the screw post. Boom. All right, now, watch this. Who knows what kind of resistors might be under here. Boom, boom, boom. All right, there. All right, I'm going to take off this entire thing. Goodbye. There, back to bare board. This thing's just been annoying me. I wonder if I could take that screw off. There we go. Look at that. The antenna.
And you got the backside too.
Yeah, I'm going to take off all these guys. Now I know some of those are actually filters for the 3VO power line to TriStar. So that's, I think, the only, like, you know, risky thing I've done here. Get out of here, little antenna guys. There. Oh man, look at that. Ugh. Ugh. He's like throwing up. It's like bile. Okay. All right. That's a good start. Let me finish this connector. I have hampered my ability to use the power button big time.
Connector off.
Yeah. I don't need no stinking.
Unintentionally.
I don't need no stinking power button. All right. So we've got nothing on this whole top half of the board. All right. I'm going to swap out. I'm going to tag out. So there we go. Let's see if it boots. All right. Let's get rid of this, and we're going to swap. All right. Where's the housing?
Housing is right there.
Excellent. Okay. All right. Now let's make it so we can see this. What are you going to do? Hi says wick the pads. Hells no. All right, it's a mute now. Let's see, what WWMD?
I'm going for baseband.
Okay, so that's the NAND mark. It's pretty risky. It's pretty balls out.
Well, I'm gonna reflow NAND first.
I'm gonna take off the NAND and I'm going to reball it, but mask over every ball but one. See what happens. See, that's the kind of stuff. Did you just burn your fingers? Also, I have that on 450 just
yeah.
for...
Yeah,
just
you sure do.
Just let FYI, in case you're going on something on top of the CPU. just letting you know. I'm sitting here thinking, gosh, this power connector's not plugging in. Oh yeah, I know why. I know why that's happening.
All right, let's see.
All right, let's see. Got Spurious Admission says drill a little bit onto the logo on the CPU. That sounds really fun. That sounds super fun because
we're not iCloud unlocking here.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Any rule for no flux and iron to clear bridging? Oh, that's like advanced. That's like masters. That's iPhone Jenga masters. You know what's really funny is that if we ever did have like a night of fun at iPad Rehab, this is exactly what we would do with, like, you know, all sorts of people.
Uh-huh.
All right. Oh, I was gonna suggest that we should collect what we take off in a little like dish. All right, mine's got an Apple logo here, as Mark is still taking things off. So mine has an Apple logo. We'll see if it can boot. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Oh, it doesn't like it. Oh, shit, man. I think it's in, it might have gone to DFU. No, it's a... Oh, it says temperature's too hot. Needs to cool down. Okay. You know what's funny? I took off temperature sensors. Like, I wonder if the lack of them is
I wonder.
yeah. So it gives me the ability to get to my emergency screen, and I still have touch. We'll see. Yeah, it's not actually hot. I feel like I should put back some temperature sensors. My home button still works.
Oh man, that stuff's hot in there.
All right, whoops. Let's see what's going on here. So you're taking off like the whole bottom half of the board.
Pretty much. I'm trying to avoid resistors, but I'm not really doing good at it.
Yeah, I should have tried to do that. All right.
Let's see. You need that guy? No. Ooh.
Oh, well, you just jacked your MOSFET, bro. Oh,
Oh,
wow.
oh boy.
It's
All right.
fine. It's fine. That's going to be
Add
really
a little
hard.
bit of flux.
That's going to be a little bit
Just
hard.
a little bit of flux.
Oh, we don't have any flux up here. We ran out of flux.
There we go.
All right.
It's fine.
It's fine.
All right, I'm gonna stop there.
Okay.
I got a good pile.
Put them in a little dish so we can like rattle them around later. You know what's gonna be funny is when the students come in tomorrow, we're gonna be like, you need to fix this. This will work if you just, you know, put everything back on here.
All right, we're switching again.
All right, here's the housing. Will it boot? Will it boot? All right, I'm gonna crank it down to a more reasonable temperature. I'm gonna continue on with my top half of the board, top half of the phone study, and I'm gonna take off the Wi-Fi chip. So I'm gonna put it into the handy little board holder, and let's see what happens. All right, you guys are playing a game. We're playing a game called research. Playing a game called science. All right, now let's take this off. This would have been a really great way to do like the iCloud unlocking video for 2019. There we go. Wi-Fi and a couple of friends. There we go. Wow, look at that. It has green under that Wi-Fi. What's that green stuff? Is it the chip? I don't see where it is. Let's see. Where's that?
Oh,
one?
yeah. Yeah, that's the bottom side of the chip.
Yeah. Cute. All right, let's do this. This is going to be the only time you get to see Jessa braid. Are you nervous that yours is taking a really long time to boot up?
Whoa. I'm a little nervous that it's consuming over 2 hours.
Whoa! Look at Jessa. Huh. Might have been a little aggressive. It might be another lame outcome of this. After Wi-Fi, I'm going to stick to just the VCC main rail. Did it boot up?
I'm booted up.
Show it. Bring it over. That's the best you can. What happened to the battery? Oh, I see. Your MOSFET's gone, isn't it?
No, the battery's just it's dead or something. I don't know.
Really? Because it was like 100%, like maybe a minute ago. Yeah.
Camera's not. There we go. You can see. Camera's picking it up. Touch is still working. It's booted up. All right.
All right. There we go. All right. What do you think if I take off? I'm thinking about taking off this guy. Let's see. Let's vote. Should I take off this cap right here? Or should I leave him for last? Should I let that be the only thing left on all of VCC main? I think I will. I'm going to leave him. I'm going to leave that to be the only thing left on main. Let's see. Let me clean this up a little bit. Let me try to remember which ones are main caps. And we're going to go after the main power rail. All right. So let's see.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with your battery, but it's not.
What are you talking about? That battery is totally legit. Unless you messed up the connector. Did you mess up your battery connector? Oh. Yeah, why don't you let it sit there and charge? All right, so I'm going to go through and pick off what, from memory, are VCC main caps, and we're going to see exactly what you can do to VCC main and still boot this phone. So I'm pretty sure that these two guys are main. So we're going to take this guy and his neighbor. Yeah, sure, we'll take that guy too. Why not? Those are some janky things. All right, and then over here, we got some main guys. So we're going to take, let's grab that guy, and this guy, and take the guy that I just spilled. All right, and then around here, one of these guys is main. It might be him. All right, and then let's see what else is main. We're gonna take this whole row down here. All right, somebody's asking what. Jessa, can you give some insight into a possible workaround for the plague of iPad Air charging issues from failed PMIC? No, I'm busy. All right, let's see. Leave the poor little guy on there. Just joined. What's been taken off so far? On mine, I took off the whole top of the board, Wi-Fi, and now I'm kind of going after the main caps. Whoops. These are a couple, I think, GPU caps.
Move it up.
Move it up. All right. All right. There's a main guy right there, but it's too hard to knock him off. We'll come back for him. All right, let's go after baseband PMIC and his buddies. So in the 6, we're pretty sure we don't need baseband. Not true for other ones. And we're going to take, which ones is it, Mark? Is it the ones on the end? I think it's this one. I think it's this one and the other guy.
And then skip one and then that.
And then over here, it is some of these guys. And
I mean, why be picky?
why be picky? Sure, I'll take off. Did you take off all this?
No, I left baseband PMIC area alone.
You did.
I did.
Interesting. All right, let's take off. Let's see. We're gonna leave Tigress for now. And clean up.
You don't want to mess around with Tigress?
I will mess around with Tigress, but first I want to see if I'm trying to think what else is on main. Backlight driver will be hard for us to see if it boots without because I don't have a screen. Chestnut would also be hard for us to see if it boots.
I think our goal here is just to continue to have image, backlight, and touch.
All right. I don't think I've ever tried this before though.
What's that?
Like taking off, leaving backlight. Backlight's usually the first thing to go. 'Cause screw backlight. All right, I'm gonna clock out. So to catch you guys up, so far I still have speaker amp and vibrator motor on battery, but I have taken off the power management chip, which will then delete the function of pretty much all of this because that's all dependent on that. So I could come here and windshield wipe all of that stuff, which I might do. I've left Tigress, I've left the MOSFET, I've left TriStar, I've left the NAND. I've left the PMIC, but I took off all of the caps that regulate it. I've taken off audio IC, I've taken off Wi-Fi, and I've taken off the entire top GPS antenna and all of that stuff. Let's see, does it boot? Will it boot? What do you think, Mark? Is this gonna boot?
Of course it is.
Fine. All right, pass off. Now, catch us up what you took off and what your plan is now.
All right. So I.
And are we going to blend them in the end? That's what I want to know.
There we go. All right. So I have taken off a bunch of stuff at the bottom end: speaker amp, vibrator motor, transceiver, and like power amplifier. Bunch of baseband stuff, and just kind of stopped at that first little line there. Messed around with Tigress a little bit, nudged him and the transistor, and they went back in place. They're fine.
It's just a little flesh wound. Shake it off.
It's fine. So I'm just gonna go for
PMIC.
no, I'm gonna go for baseband. Baseband PMIC.
Okay.
All right.
All right. While you're doing that, let's see if this one will boot. All right. Let's see. All right. So we don't have a power button anymore. So we're gonna see, will it boot with the. I got a low battery sign. What's up with this battery? Mine's charging the low battery. It's telling me that I have a low battery, now it's charging it. I don't think it's actually a low battery though. I think it's a little cuckoo. Will it boot? It is charging. Oh, I heard it. It has booted up to my temperature screen, and I have my emergency, and I still have touch. All right. Let's look at Mark. Loser eats all the pulled components. I think it's just Mark will eat all the pulled components. One guy says you don't need the CPU to boot. Really? Interesting.
I'm gonna have to try that out.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, so baseband pretty cleared. You guys still hanging out in here. Baseband PMIC area. Down to nothing but the EEPROM, some resistors, and a couple of small caps I don't feel like taking off.
All right, looks good. You get an Apple logo if you take the NAND off. Does that count? Oh, definitely.
I do want to go to the top side real quick before I give up my turn.
Well, you should try not to take off whatever resistor. Don't go. Take off the rear camera connector, but not the shit on top of it, because that apparently the rear temperature it cares about for its entire thermistor system. Which that is something new that I learned. You know, like that up by the little resistors that are up there are something. Let's get rid of this. This is not. Wow, what are you doing? Let's get your side cam going. Here's Mark's innovative way to take off that shield. Why don't you take off the battery connector? So I'm surprised that just that rear cam thermistor is enough for it to say, oh, you got a temperature problem, you better cool this sucker down.
I am not surprised.
You're not.
No. I think any of those gone would be...
Well, I would think that it would not measure that unless the camera was there.
See, now I would think that it's not related to rear cam at all, and they just put them around the board to sense heat. And
Well, it says R cam NTC.
that's because it's near our cam.
Okay.
It doesn't actually depend on rear cam.
I think I don't know. I don't know about that.
I don't either.
All right.
Never
so
needed to know.
Never needed to know. All right. You don't need the board to boot. Just use jumpers. I wonder if Apple customer service plays this game. All right, we'll go back to see what you're doing under the microscope. All right, hey, that's what I was getting ready to do. The big top side of the board. I was gonna go exactly there.
Yeah. Well, you're too late.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to catch mine up. Take it all off. Come on.
Yeah.
Just bloop, 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 bloop. Goodbye, goodbye. You don't need those other coils. Come on.
I'm not getting rid of the charging coil yet.
Why?
Cause. All right, Q Poet, you getting out of here?
Yeah. F you, Cube Poet. This is the iPhone 6L. L is for less components inside. Yeah.
Our lightest iPhone yet. All right, I'm gonna call that good.
All right.
We've got-
So what do we have gone? Well, that's a lot gone. We've got the entire bottom half of the phone missing, except for a couple of coils, a couple of remaining caps.
Yeah.
All right. See what happens. All right. Okay. And let's get rid of this. So on mine, let's see, what am I going to, I'm going to go on this top side of the board now, where I haven't yet been. Well, this is getting like glittery. I'm going to have to get my iPad Rehab desk cleaner out and clean up some of this.
I've got an April Fool's joke idea for you.
What is it? Tell me. Nobody will know. Don't worry.
How to stop annoying telemarketing calls.
Do you have a plan, or is this like a contest?
Take the baseband CPU off.
That is really funny. I kind of like that. Take the baseband CPU off to stop those annoying telemarketing calls. All right, let's see. So on mine, pull the sim pad reader. Yeah, that's kind of a good one. That would make it look like super naked.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go. That's a lot of real estate there.
Yeah, it sure is. All right. What am I gonna go for here? I think I'm gonna get back to it. Let's see. I'm gonna do a little bit of work here on the top side of the board. So let's take home button connector. Alrighty. Alright, goodbye, sweet home button connector. We barely knew ya. I'm gonna take all screw posts. Oh, mine has a little bit of LSD. Uh-oh, is yours dead? Did you go too far?
I might have a short somewhere.
Oh, that's weird. How'd that happen?
Do a little tightening up of the BPA ball stuff.
Yeah. All right, while we're here, why not go for, this thing's never gonna need a front camera again, that's for sure. And let's see what else is kind of easy. Let's go down here and take some of these dogs. So most of this is kind of already a done deal. So I'm just going to take the chips and I'm going to leave all of the resistors. Oh, fuck it. I'm going to take this. All right. That is pretty detailed on the bottom of the board here. Let's just clean this up. All right, so and I think I might want to repair back my temperature sensing ability because that's kind of a lame one. Or let's just make sure there's no bridges and see if it gets better. Let's make sure there's no bridges in any of that. All right. Test. All right, where's the test housing? All right.
It is currently
in use. Okay, then why not keep going? All right, let's see. You hurt poor little iPhone. He's a bad iPhone. Must be punished. All right, let's see. I'm gonna take off the yield sim tray without killing things. Actually, I think I'm going to test mine before I go crazy.
Yeah, I think I went a little too far.
Uh-oh, Mark.
Wonder what did it.
We got to put shit back on now. That's why you don't want to take too big of a turn. You got to go back and figure out what did it. All right, give me that housing. I want to repair back my temperature stuff. Hot enough to melt solder. All right, let's see. You should have seen Mark trying to with one of the students. I was like, okay, no, seriously, what temperature? Hot enough, not too hot. Just like always. Did you see the student that was trying to solder at 185, which I thought was very cute.
I didn't.
It was very cute. I like him. He's doing good.
Just warming the board up a little.
Yeah, and I just let him do it for a long time, and it's like, all right, let's just tape out these numbers and just kind of, what do you feel like? Is it way too hot or way too cold? He figured it out. Mm-hmm. All right, now let's see. Okay, hot enough, not too hot. Will it boot? I don't know. If it does boot, I'm gonna fix back the temperature thing because I want to be able to really see it. All right, so I still have an Apple logo. Let's see. Fan spin done. Why don't we just edit it to you just need fan spin? That's it. Fan spin win. Yay! Alrighty. Improving products. Now I heard it just go ding. There we go. But it's got my temperature thing. Let's see. I still have my emergency and I still have touch. All right, I'm now going to take a brief pause while Mark is figuring out how to bring his board back to life. I am going to see what I can do to fix its temperature sensor, which I think is up in the top of the board. Let's go on a hunt. iPhone 6. We are going to just type in NTC. Here, let's have you guys come along for the ride. How do we do a schematic on here? Does this work? Oh, there we go. Let's promote you, schematic. All right. So, NTC, we got all of this temperature stuff going on here. Forehead to PMU, cam to PMU. These are all things that aren't important. All right, so then let's see. One of these guys is messed up. All right, let's see. Have I taken off? Yeah, like I took off all of these guys. So let's just see. H7P NTC. That one sounds important. So where is R1357 and 1368? So R1357. R1357. Oh, it's not going to show me. All right, let's go to Z. Let's see if ZXW is actually going to work on here. Is it? Let's see. Let's get rid of this. And do you guys see a ZXW? Yeah, it's going to work. All right, ZXW. Let's promote you. Up, up. All right, ZXW. We are looking for R1357. Is this an iPhone 6? It is. R1357. Oh, you're over there. All right, so then let's just see what is over here. That is a bunch of image. This guy. Cam NTC. So this is what I'm really interested in. Is this dude really why it doesn't have, it's giving my temperature warning. So R1310. Let's look back at the schematic for R1310, which I think is in that same area. R1310. Let's click over there and find it. Is it in the same area? Yeah. R1310 is the camera temperature sensor. I really wouldn't think that it would really care about that, but apparently it does. All right, so let's put back R13. Let's put back these two dudes. All right, so we're gonna go on a hunt, and that means we need another 6. Surely every 6 in here will have that area intact. Mark, I'm going to take a penalty. What is the penalty for putting back 2 dudes? Tell me. Chat, what do you think? What is the penalty?
You have to take off the PMIC and put a new one on.
I have to intentionally do long screw damage and then fix it. All All right, let's see. I'd rather the penalty be, you know, back to the good old-fashioned penalties, like eating filters and caps.
Yeah, I'm not eating anything.
Are you on some kind of diet?
I'm on a no-cap diet.
No, I'm on a strict. I've got a trainer now. He does not let me eat caps or filters. Only the occasional resistor. That's what I'm gonna give up for Lent. What are you gonna give up for Lent, Mark?
Celebrating Lent.
All right.
I'm not Jewish.
What? Okay, let's see. Let's slide back on this guy and his buddy. I will be very surprised if it's just these two dudes that are making that whole temperature thing come up. What is going on over there? Saw you go to the liquor store when I was on my healthy walk.
Yeah, well, I didn't have enough servings of grains today.
Uh-huh. Did you calculate servings of grains?
I got some oatmeal.
You did?
Yeah.
You did not.
Yeah.
What is, you've been hanging out with Lewis.
See?
Oh, that's not oatmeal. That's oatmeal stout. That's completely different.
No, it's, as far as I know, that's pretty much, that counts as a serving of oatmeal. But you have to drink the whole six-pack.
Oh, don't worry. Well, I know somebody we can ask.
Oh, yeah, new trainer.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask my new trainer.
Send him a picture and tell him
Yes,
how many
let's do-
servings of oatmeal does this count for?
Yeah, let's do that. Here you go. Mark wants to know. All right, let's see. I only have to do 955 more steps to hit my daily goal, Mark. That's it. I'm gonna pay for taking the penalty of putting these two caps back on by just walking around for 950 steps. Will it boot now? Now featuring no temperature warning. We'll see. Did you get your... What's your hotspot? You fucked your backlight driver.
No, that's TriStar.
Oh, you fucked TriStar.
Which makes sense because I was fucking around opposite him and he's still covered.
Well, good thing you don't need TriStar to boot. All right. Well, how many steps do you need to take to earn back a TriStar? Let's see. What does chat think about this? This is a really great way to do our meaningful movement. Meaningful movement. Have you heard me going on about meaningful movement?
No, I haven't.
You haven't. You've been ignoring team chat. Yeah, meaningful movement is new trainers, idea of, you don't have to go to the gym. You just got to kind of do something fun where you move around. All right, let's see what happens to this now. Meaningful movement. That's why I had to go on my walk.
What's funny is I have the Google Fit thing set up
Yeah.
on my phone, and it automatically kind of sets little goals for you that it thinks are attainable based on the activity it detects. So
Yeah.
when I go to New York City, every day by 10 in the morning, it's you've reached your goals. And then when I get home for a week, it doesn't bother me at all.
All right, yeah, it's oh, you must have hurt yourself, bro. All right, we solved my temperature warning, so we're back in business. So I'm going to take a 900-step penalty to earn back. Look, that little, I'm very surprised. Look, Mark, so we did learn something that the top of the board, little rear cam, where, look what it says on the schematic, Mark. I mean, this is why I thought this was absolutely no big deal. This is what I put back on. Camera. Now, keep in mind, I didn't bother any of these. Forehead, NTC, didn't mess with radio. This I did not mess with. This is all like by the PMIC.
Yeah.
I just took off camera NTC.
Yeah, but where
resistor
where does
and
it
camera.
go?
Huh?
Where does it connect to?
Well, this is up at camera. It plugs into the PMIC just like everything else.
Right, so it has nothing to do with camera. The only reason it's called camera NTC is
But,
because it's near camera.
I don't think so. I think it's meant to detect that your camera has, you know.
I think they just spread them out on the board, and they're meant to detect heat. And
All right.
they
Okay.
default to
Fine.
it
All
must
right.
be
Here's
hot if
here's
they
your
don't get
penalty.
reading.
I will let you have another TriStar if you pull off one of these guys and see if you randomly get a temperature warning. All right. So you gotta pull off forehead to PMU NTC and check that theory to see if you get a temperature warning.
What if I don't have to put a new TriStar on?
Then the world will probably hate you because you aren't answering their questions. Let's find out. Let's see. Hey, chat. What do you think about Mark being a bad sport? Let's see. All right. Everybody says, I'm with Mark. I agree with Mark. And then they're all saying that you should definitely take off forehead NTC. That way we can retitle the video, What Happens If You Take Off Your Forehead? All right.
All right, I'll do it.
Okay, great. All right, is your phone booting or no?
It will as soon as I fix the TriStar problem.
Okay, well then I'll just take another turn. All right, continuing on. I think I'm going to finish up my baseband area just to make it look nice and clean. All right, I believe that NTC is close to the camera's LDOs. Yeah, but apparently it doesn't have anything to do with camera because taking it off, even in the absence of having a rear camera or a rear camera connector or anything remotely related to rear camera, it still cares if that resistor is not on the board. Then the whole thing will give you a temperature warning, and you know it doesn't like that. You know what? I'll tell you what. I've had some boards where the camera is so screaming hot, water damage boards, that it will burn your dick off, and it still booted up just fine. I think that's unfortunate. All right, let's go to the microscope and let's take more shit off this board, shall we? All right. Why would it not take heat of a temperature sensor? I think it would not take heat of a temperature sensor in theory if the temperature sensor was for a function like, for example, you're not going to get image if you don't have a screen detected. So if it does not detect rear camera, it doesn't do anything related to rear camera. So that's why I'm surprised that it would care about a rear camera temperature sensor. So Mark's theory is it's not a rear camera temperature sensor. It's a top of the board temperature sensor. And that the word RCam just is implying its position, not its function. So we're going to test that by taking off another sort of seemingly unimportant temperature sensor and see if that shuts the whole thing down. All right, let's get out a speaker amp. Let's get rid of the speaker amp caps. Let's get rid of vibrator motor. Off with the vibe. All right. And let's slide this whole row. All right, so left on VCC main is practically nothing on mine. Are you wanting a TriStar, Mark? Is that why you're here?
Yes.
Really? I thought you said that you didn't need a TriStar. What are you over here? Where's my TriStars that I have here?
I don't
Did you find a TriStar? Oh, that looks like
I was just
Mark
counting.
stealing TriStar.
I was only
Mark
counting
stealing
how many you
TriStar.
had left, and it's 2.
Really? Because earlier today it was 3. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Off with the vibe. Yeah, off with the vibe. What?
Jamil must have been at your station.
You're blaming the student. That's a new low. Only I steal from the students. It doesn't go both ways. All right, let's get rid of all these dudes. Really kind of want to look back and see where did we go wrong on that first Jenga video.
Probably taking audio IC off with 450 degrees.
Yeah. What are these little blue dudes? I don't think I've ever touched
They're
one.
coils
For what?
for baseband stuff.
What are these little shiny guys? Look like basebandy EEPROMs.
I think you can get rid of those, but I didn't get rid of mine. I think that they're transistors
For what?
for something to do with the transceiver.
Kind of feel like I should look them up. I'll come back for them. Let's see. Let's go for this whole row. There's a lot of caps going bye-bye. It's a Capageddon. What about Stockholm? You used to be able to take it off, and then you stopped being able to.
Well, you could always take it off. You just can't update without it.
We'll see about that. Oh yeah, here's a couple of main caps that I forgot. A lot of caps. A lot of caps. I'm gonna try to make this board be total skeleton board, except I'm leaving beautiful C5202RF. It's gonna balance out all of main. It's gonna be great. Why are you still using a thermal cam over here, Mark? What are you doing? Oh, you got something, huh? Probably shouldn't have fucked up the inside of the board by a TriStar. What's on the other side?
Nothing.
Well, let's see. Let's look at this board and see whether or not it's going to boot. Okay, let's see. What model iPhone was the Taptic engine introduced? I thought it was the 6S, but I could be wrong. I don't really pay attention to that stuff. Let's check back and let's kind of do a quick review before we try to boot this one. So what do we have down here in the bottom of the board? We are missing most of the bottom half of the board. We've got a handful of caps and resistors. I didn't take off these two dudes that look like some kind of MOSFET or little baby EEPROM. I didn't take off. Tigris, TriStar are still present. This EEPROM is still present. NAND is still present. PMIC is still present. I left a lot of these guys. Stockholm is still there. The touch ICs are still there. Crystals are still there. Wi-Fi's gone, and everything up here except for my good friends, the little resistor and the cap, the two dudes of the rear cam area temperature sensor, not to be confused with a actual temperature sensor for some kind of a bitter piece. All right. And I've pretty much left alone chestnut backlight driver so that we can still see. Let's do it. Is Mark cheating? Let's find out. Mark, what are you doing?
Trying to figure out why TriStar is still getting hot.
Well, maybe you took one from my defective batch. Maybe you took one from my batch of shitty TriStar bait TriStars I just left out.
Your trap stars?
My trap stars. Yes, my trap stars for combat. All right, let's see. Now, what's the prize for winning Jenga? Let's see. Mark is over there drinking his oatmeal. Sounds like the H or Ovaltine kind of thing. All right, let's see. Will it boot? Uh-oh. Where's my boot? Did I go too far? Has science gone too far? Look at that. What did I take off this round? Just a bunch of baseband chips. That should have been fine. What did I take off that it didn't like?
What's yours doing?
I'm trying to think, like, is there any reason why it wouldn't detect the charger? I don't think so. All right, now let's see, will it boot on DC power supply? Will it boot? Will it boot? All right. I do kind of like the idea of getting progressively less aggressive and really kind of drilling down to what is the one thing there at the end that makes it not boot. All right, so I've now connected it to DC power. The capacitor that broke the CPU's back. You activated my trap star. All right, let's see. So it's sitting here at it goes to 460 milliamps. All right, where's your heat cam? What's getting hot? All right, let's see. What did it not like? What do I need to put back now? Let's see. I'm going to look under here and see if I, made any kind of bridges or anything that I don't know about. Let's look in there at those caps. None of that looks bad. Does anything look overheated? Not really. Is this just... That's not discoloration, is it? I'm gonna do a quick old diode mode reading on this dude. It would be fun to count how many things we were able to take off. No, that's fine. All right, what did I mess up around here? What do you guys think? Chat, what was the cap that broke the CPU's back around here? Did I finally go too far with VCC main only having like 2 or 3 caps on it? Did I finally screw the PMIC? What is it? What's up with yours?
It's still getting hot right there.
Is it? Is it? Like, is it actually hot? Well,
Yeah.
Get your multimeter out. See what's really short. What'd you mess up in there?
That's a good question.
All right, here. See what's getting hot on this one. All right, let's get rid of this. And we're going to see... You're going to have a little bit of a snag when you look for that power button. So I'm pretty sure it's the second pin. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Just kind of shiggle it around there. It'll be fine. You can prompt it on the 1V8 always cap that's, that's in there. Okay. All right, let's see. It's one of these guys. Which one is it? Something kind of hard to get to. I remember that. I think it's maybe this guy. Is that doing anything?
Yeah,
there we go.
All right. Oh, that's your
Mason.
Mason.
Screw
Oh,
you,
yeah.
Mason.
Yeah.
Mason, you asshole.
No good.
What's
You
your
gave him a
problem?
little nudge when you were taking Stockholm off.
I didn't take off Stockholm.
Oh.
I was nice. I was kind. I was gentle. You know what? Screw you, Mason. You're an asshole. That's it. Off with your head, Mason. All right, let's try to do a clean lift and see if it was actually bridged under there or not. Or no. Looks beautiful to me. We'll see. No sense in having a cumulus if you can't have a mason. Oh, that was definitely a slide. Whoops! That might have jacked a few things. We'll have to remedy that little whoopsie daisy doodle. Did I tell you how that is the thing that had nearly killed me with preschool, was having to hear the preschool teacher go, whoopsie daisy doodle? Whoopsie daisy doodle my fist. Alright, I got a little freeloader cap right here. You sank my battleship. Alright, and now, will it boot? Well, it's not going to have touch. Alright. Let's see. 1 cap per rail. Well, I left C5202 RF. He's going to save the day. He's going to be the savior of VCC Maine. You wait. All hail C5202 RF, the mega cap, the one who lived. That's what we should call this stream. The cap who lived. All right. Press home button to recover on an iPhone 8. Yes, Jordan Wires, please buy the iPad Rehab dongle that is just for that purpose at iPadRehab.com supply store. You'll find it. Will it boot? Let's find out. Oh, it's gonna boot. Yay! All right, let's see. Around here, the saying is "Ain't or no." What does that mean? Ain't or no?
I don't speak Alabama.
No, I don't speak Alabama. All right, let's see. I already have 3. What? Okay. It booted! Yay! Oh, I'm gonna miss my touch. Oh, Mark, I don't have a home button or touch anymore.
Oh, no.
But it still boots, so fine. I'm gonna put back that mason. I'm gonna dig that mason out and reball that shit.
This short really has me baffled.
Well, are you wanting to switch boards?
No.
Are you kind of wanting to switch boards? Are you secretly jealous that my board still boots?
I want to know where
Mark
this
isn't
fucking
finishing
short
yet.
is.
Well, get on the CNC and drill that shit out. All right, now let's review. This board does still boot, which is pretty impressive. So now I think we should be a little bit more conservative as we really get down to the nitty-gritty of what can you really ditch and have it still boot. So what is missing and what is left? We are missing everything up here on the top, except for, my friend, the temperature sensor. Only thing important here on the top of the board. And we still have our digitizer connector and our LCD connector, but that's it. No more screw posts. I still have Chestnut, but I think it's time to let go of some of his friends. So let's go ahead and get rid of our buddy, the strobe driver. We don't have any cameras, so we definitely don't need any kind of strobe. Let's take this off with a good old iron. All right. I think we should take this pile of dead chips and just kind of litter them around on the students' desks and be like, please reball all of these. Now that you guys are reballing pros. I think that's what we should do all week for like, do you need a donor board? Oh, we have a donor pile. It has everything that you could possibly need. Like anybody that like, you know, kind of like...
Get out the smart tweezers to measure the caps.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like when they like, if they bork the dudes by TriStar. Oh, yeah, it's one of these in this pile. Just fish it right on out. Why is this not coming off? I had him on the move, and then he soldered himself down somewhere. Well, he's like in pieces now. You're missing your internal board short.
Just random internal board short?
Yeah, from overheating shit. Melted some wires together.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
What are you talking about? All right. No more.
You know what? We're taking tigers off. That's what we're doing.
Oh, going for tigers. What else was around there? Nothing? Feels a little gritty. There we go. Okay, continuing on. Let's have chat pick what else to come off. What do you think should come off next? All right, let's see. Let me clean that up one little speck more because that guy's touching. That guy's touching. Jessa will beat Mark on Jenga, but Mark will win with long screw damage. Oh,
Okay.
that's for sure.
All right. Now,
There's no question.
you know how I do that lift to see if there's any shorts
Yes.
underneath the chip?
Yeah, I did that with Mason. It said Mason was fine.
All right. Well, tell me, because I can't really tell. Is Tigris okay?
I'm sure it's fine because you're a pro. Ooh, ow. So, did we learn that the thermal camera offsets the image by one chip?
No. What I learned is that what my bet is that there is some line in there that's short that runs to PMIC, and that somewhere around where it was getting hot is where one of those XW things in the schematics are.
Okay.
Like the internal board connections that aren't vias.
Yes.
And that's what was getting hot.
Okay. Yeah, that's a reasonable theory. Or it could have been the connection between Tigris. You know, like there is one connection between Tigris and TriStar.
Yeah, but I probed around TriStar's pins and didn't find a short. So.
All right. Well, here you go. See if it boots. Maybe you're back in business. I'm gonna charge you for that. If you want to come over here seeking out TriStars, there's going to be consequences.
No, I still have my TriStar. It's going back on. The one. Only need one.
Only need one.
All right, there we go. 80 milliamps. That's what I expect.
All right.
That's what I expect with no Tigris and no TriStar.
All right. Okay. Now, continuing on. That's definitely going to be a penalty shot for Mark. I'm going to sell you my 900-step penalty plus some extra penalties as decided by chat. All right, let's see. That's cheating. No helping. Oh, that's right. Okay, let's continue. Can you tell me why my iPhone 6 becomes very hot? Well, did you just botch Tigris when you were taking off a bunch of shit for fun playing Jenga? Because if so, then I know what it is. All right, let's continue on.
The proper way to diagnose that is to press the hot part against the scrotum and then come back and let us know how many seconds before you get a blister.
And then we'll be able to tell you exactly.
Yeah, that's the only.
And it only works. And it only works.
On that.
It only works on April 1st. All right. So let's just continue on. Let's get rid of all things that are caps down here. I think I'm ready to take off my SIM tray just because that would make it look really cool. All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go for I'm going to go for my baseband area stuff, and I'm hoping to not botch my Tigris. Let's see. Let's see if I can do it.
Where I went wrong was the Tigris caps. Be real careful around these.
I think where you went wrong was fluxing back and nudging your MOSFET so that you could, you know, not have to take a penalty. Was it worth it? Alright, I think these coils are just for baseband power, so we don't need any more baseband. Baseband is so iOS 11. I feel like I'm the only one that's gonna laugh at that joke, but I personally think it's pretty funny. Alright. Off with the CPU. This is what I would say to all of the people that are like, why don't you just transfer those chips? Because look at what's actually required to work, you know. Like, all right. You know what's really funny is that I know that one-time drive savers, you know, they did the same kind of thing, but they have theirs all like categorized in little baggies, like every single thing they took off. Whereas they don't have a big junk shit pile on the desk of random shit. I really am sad that I don't have touch anymore. I might put it back on right at the end.
Are you just saving this,
you know what would be
this
fun?
strip just to remind yourself that there was a time when you had Tigris?
I have Tigrises in... Yeah, there's Tigrises in the... I just got a bunch of Tigrises. Because iPad Rehab Supply... Mark, did you know this? I don't even think... iPad Rehab Supply sells your everyday ICs. So, the ones that you actually need. Your TriStars, Tigrises, Chestnuts. Not a library of every chip, but the useful ones, like Tigris, for example, now available on iPadRehab.com, supply the everyday ICs category. All right, let's see.
Do you carry the iPhone 6 VCC main to battery main MOSFET?
Huh? You mean a wire? I carry wires. They're like all over. You can probably find one on the floor.
What if it's getting hot and I feel like I need to replace it?
Yeah, let's make a new section. A new section called See Broke, Fix Broke section. That's completely separate from the everyday ICs category. It's just the See Broke. How about all the no stuffs? That's what we should do. That's what I'm going to do. Everybody, this is going to be buried in some long thing. I'm going to sell on iPad Rehab Supply the collection of no stuffs.
The no stuff collection.
Yeah, the no, now featuring. Are you tired of looking at boards that have, you know, little missing spots? It's just just gets on bothers your OCD. Now you can fix that up with the iPad Rehab No Stuff collection. Stuff that board. That's what we should do with these. All right, now let's take off everything and then let's add back a bunch of no stuffs. All right, will it boot now? Now, man, this board is getting naked. This board is naked, not naked, naked. Look at that. Oh my God, there's nothing on the bottom half of this board. And ain't nothing down there. We got a CPU, we got an image chip, and we got a connector for the screen. That's getting to be about it. Will it boot? Will it boot now? What do you think, ladies and gents? Let's find out. Will it boot? Fan spin. Why is the Sims tray still on? Sim tray's coming off next. You betcha. You betcha. Alrighty. Let's see. Will it boot? Let's see. So Apple's been ripping people off by selling them all this extra shit that they didn't even need. Does yours boot yet? What's going on? Well, you got a screen on it. You must be hopeful.
Yeah.
It booted! Look at that. How do we make it so that you can at least see? There we go. It booted. Bonjour. Yes. You know what this says? It says hello in Korean.
Uh-huh.
All right. Now I'm going to go for the sim tray before Mark tries to get back in the game. He's going to need a restore, though.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy.
Check for iTunes. Check for iTunes.
It's,
you got a 70 milliamp phone. You got
yeah, dropping back to 0 and then...
That's going to be a bridge on your vibrator motor, like I2C1 line or something like that. Check it. Let's go for the sim tray. Well, Mark, you got to treat these boards with respect. You got to let them know who's boss. You got to, it's kind of like a mutual respect kind of thing.
Let them know who's boss.
Very respectfully. You think I'm kidding, but this board and I, we have an understanding. We know there's work to be done here. This board and I, this board gets me. We're close. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. Looks like you're winning so far. I wonder what the punishment is going to be for the loser. It's probably going to have to be that he has to drink oatmeal or something gross like that. All right. Does it count if I rip off all these shields? Shield brackets? Is that like part of it? All right, let's see. Okay. You know what? I do think it would be really fun, whatever ends up being like kind of the minimum board, to just leave it on overnight and see if it's still, is it still booted in the morning? Like, can it stand, being connected to a battery just for overnight? And if so, like, how long,
Yeah,
how long before it just dies?
Come up with some way to tell if it boot looped or not.
That would be really hard.
Yeah.
It would be hard on an iCloud lock piece of crap board. All right. Let's still keep going for that sim tray. Let's keep going. All right, if you leave it on overnight, the missing components will regenerate. That would be a really cool party trick. That would be also a really fun thing, like to just be like, you know what? Students, we're changing the course. Now, you guys are just going to sit here all week until you get everything back on this board. And that's it. That's the whole course. Then you are masters. And we're done. I really am kind of missing our chip quick. It's lost. Do you know where it is?
I do not.
Really?
I don't.
Like, it's supposed to live there, and it's been gone for like 2 classes.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably somewhere that I put it.
Uh-huh.
I probably walked around helping students while it was in my hand.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's probably exactly what happened. Oh, guess we're gonna get rid of that thing now.
I think I might just have to admit defeat here.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Are you sure? Does... Well, can't you try to ask it to restore? Try to restore. It'll be fine. Just needs a little light restore.
What I'm wondering is if I sent battery voltage into some data line to PMIC.
I would really like to know, like, what what happened, you know?
Yeah, I know, me too.
Because that
Very
pattern is
unsatisfying.
definitely one like that. I mean, I wonder if you should start wait, is your Tigris off?
Nope, I put a new Tigris on, and I did a clean lift on the first TriStar I put on, and then put it back on.
Why don't you put a real TriStar on and not that clean lift bullshit,
Works 100%.
bro? Alrighty. Move the NAND flash memory. I bet you that won't boot. Bet so. Alright. Let's do this. Let's tell everybody this is the NAND, and we're going to take it off to see if it still boots. Sure, it'll be fine. Death to the NAND! Oh yeah, you can see the QR code on this. This NAND is a Toshiba. What's going on behind me? I see a lot of cables. Are you trying to charge a phone over there?
No, trying to see if I can boot it into recovery. Oh, yeah, I can't prompt the boot without the dock connected, can I?
There. Beautiful. Now this phone has no NAND. Will it boot? What do you think, Mark? For this beautiful NAND removal I just did.
Yeah.
Because chat told me to take off the NAND. I said okay. Beautiful.
Looks great.
So pretty. Will it boot? Will it boot? I'm gonna go with sure will. Alright, let's see what is. We're down to really slim pickings. Alright, let's see. Will it boot? Now that we've taken all that off. If Mark takes off his clothes, will it boot? That's from Chris Long. Mark's got my housing. Oh, what a mess. What a mess.
Okay. I was able to get it into DFU.
Great. We'll get over here and let's restore. Let's restore that puppy.
I'm restoring it over here.
Oh, you're restoring over there. Well, do you have the housing?
Yes. You didn't
Okay.
need that, did you? I can get you another housing, you'll just have to use DC power.
Alright, that's fine. I want your shirt, Mark. You can... Let's have a commercial break. Why don't we have a commercial break where we will... let's find a browser window. Let's have a word from our sponsor here while we fix this up. Browser. Here we go. Here is a browser window.
Oh,
It failed restore? You're kidding me.
no, it wants to download, so.
Oh, that's really gonna
We'll
suck.
do it over here.
Okay, great. Well, there you go. There's our... Restore?
Yes.
Click. Restore and update. Are you
That's right.
sure you
We
can
need the
pass an
latest-
update?
Latest version of iTunes is gonna fix it.
Okay. You have Stockholm on there?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's go here. And what happens there? Let's go. Let's go here. There we go. And now let's take a look at iPadRehab.com for whoever wanted Mark's shirt. Let's go to the supply store just for fun. Look at that, Mark. Everyday ICs. Isn't that awesome? And Underdog. And you can see all of the great stuff that there is. Now let's see what happens if we search on this crappy website. Void warranties. Where's the little search bucket? Doesn't that search? Void? Let's just say void. I void warranties. There you go. Look at that. Click on it. Here's a link. You too can wear Mark's very exact same. You can wear that shirt. Just go to iPadRehab.com and
order now, and I'll take this one off and put it in a box.
Wow. That's, no extra charge. You can have that shirt right now. That is a great, great deal. All right. Let's see. Okay. Let's make the link there. Here you go, chat. Buy a t-shirt because it is awesome. Oh, somebody wants to buy Underdog. Yes! Underdog is totally for sale. Underdog is a great dog. And how do I pop out chat?
You know I am bringing Oreo here.
You are not ever. Then Oreo's going to die. So just making that clear.
As long as we don't ever let Lewis find out.
What's really funny is that the night that Oreo came to live, he was going to not do it. And I was like, no, take him in. Which I'm like, no, you can't just leave him. He's like, oh, he's had a bit to eat, and I'm going to take him back outside. You can't do that. Which now I'm like, oh man, that was the dumbest thing I ever did. Okay, let's see. I am going to. So do I get a screen? Why do you need the screen? Can't I have the screen?
I was
Rip that screen.
Here, I got you a good screen.
Okay. Because I still have backlight and all kinds of stuff. Does the screen actually work? Look at this beautiful board. I'm gonna start getting down to the important stuff, like really soon. I think I only have like one go around before I'm gonna have to give up something that I kind of like backlight. Will the Mark's screen work? Let's find out. Let's find out. Oh, we definitely have It's Never the Coil shorts. Mark, why do I have no image?
I don't know. You should have image.
I want my screen
remember
back.
you gotta do DC power.
Huh? Oh, on this?
Yeah, I gave you a housing, but the battery's not charged.
Oh. Well, all right then. Does the dock prompt?
Probably.
Hope so. Looks. It's a piece of shit screen.
I was
believe
using
I-
that screen earlier. It was fine.
A likely tale.
Mm-hmm.
Your screen sabotaged my phone, Mark. It was doing great until you took my screen. And now
It's probably not the dock in that definitely not water damaged housing.
and this doesn't work anymore. I can't prompt in here. Give me back my housing.
Is it done restoring yet?
Let's see. Did I hear an error message? Waiting for iPhone.
All right.
Okay, let's see. Let's get rid of your phone killing housing. You can have that right on back. And let's see. Will this board? Let's look at this board. This board has practically nothing left. Practically nothing left. Let's see. Will it boot? Look at the nakedness of this board. There is nothing left. Nothing. Half of the board. You can just snap it off. There's a CPU. There's a chestnut. There's a backlight driver. There's a LCD digitizer connector.
You still got a front camera connector, don't you?
No, I do not.
Oh.
I have not had that for a while. I still have my like compass stuff, but other than that, Stockholm compass. Let's see. And then I'd be down to the stuff that's gonna hurt me. And I still have my temperature resistor. Because I know what it's like to go without. All right. Let's see. Man, they got no void warranties in kid size. My kid is 11, and he wears a adult small. But I'm sure that if you order one and say, I really want a kid size, I bet that Sunday, who ran down the street for somebody's order that they needed it overnight, she went running down and flagged down. I think she tackled John, the USPS guy. She will work some miracles. That is true. All right, let's see. Will it show me my image? Oh no! Mark, you killed my phone with your piece of
did
shit
not.
housing. Yes, it was working fine.
Yeah,
Nothing happened. And now this. Now,
400 milliamp phone.
now, now, I don't know what to say. All right, let's see what happens with DC power supply. What kind of problem is this? Mark killed my phone.
It's going to be 400 milliamps.
All right, let's see.
You want the thermal camera?
Oh, possibly. No, no need. But if you just want to, leave it over here for safekeeping, it's fine. All right, let's see. Hey, I got a 400 milliamp phone. I got a 400 milliamp phone. Rehot CPU, bro. Yes, let's do that. Let's rehot the CPU, bro. You know what? Let's do this. I know what the loser has to do. I've come up with it. All you have to do is agree before I tell you. It really doesn't matter. It's required. The loser must send their phone to Drive Savers for data recovery. Under their own name.
I wonder how they handle getting it to boot and then seeing that it's on like the set up a new phone.
Right. And just be like, oh, my bad.
Oh man.
That would be really funny.
I wonder how much they would put back.
They're totally going to watch this. Hi, Mike. Yeah, that would be really funny. I wonder how... Nothing, because they would totally recognize it. If you're like, prior repair attempt, I don't know. The guy said he took off a couple of caps. Like this board right here. Especially this one, because it's iCloud locked, and it would just boot to hello. What do you mean? Did you restore it, you asshole? That would be hilarious.
Yeah, no, just send it with nothing on it that like boots just fine, but just have like a image filter. It's missing. It's like a twisted needle in the haystack. Like, find the one missing component that's actually necessary.
Oh yeah, that would be really funny. Yeah, that would be hilarious to get one of these to boot. Just be like, what are you talking about? And then when we get it back, let's fix another phone that Drive Savers could fix. They couldn't recognize the only thing wrong here is that. Yeah, the only thing wrong is it needs this little temperature sensor resistor at the top of the phone. Ah. Oh man, what's going on here?
Ooh,
is that 1V8?
There?
What is that? Is
Yeah,
it 1V8?
That is a cap, and I think it might be 1V8.
Is it SD-RAM? Is that what's left of SD-RAM? No, that one's not that, is it?
Wait, no. I would investigate that.
Here, let's turn it on to side cam so that we can all play. All right, well I'll do it. Let's see. Where are you at, side cam? Side cam. All right, so we're looking at this, and I have a 447 0.47, almost a 500 milliamp phone that is showing a little bit of heat right around here, which I thought was 1V8. There's not a whole lot left. And then right here at that CPU coil, which could be CPU from my sim tray job. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's see. We're going to pass that back. And let's get out the ye old multimeter. Alrighty. Let's see. Alright, still in DFU mode because you put it in that mode earlier. No, I didn't.
That was mine.
That was Mark's phone. Ooh, I see solder balls. Uh-oh. Now I might actually have to take off the NAND. Alright, let's see. What is actually short around here? Okay. I think I got a short under NAND. I think I got a 1V8 short here at my buddy NAND. Let's see, is it 1V8 SD RAM? Oh, these like, let's see. I got my NAND too hot. Boo! Alright, let's see. I might have to take my NAND off. Might have to actually take my NAND off. Then we'll see. Alright, so let's just check. That's definitely 1V8. Alright. There's nothing to be done other than gotta slice off my NAND. First though, I will sizzle off these caps, but they're not going to be the problem. It's going to be under my NAND.
No.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, I know it's very unlikely given the professional job I've been doing, but you can't argue with science.
It's just, it's the caps.
It's just these caps.
Yeah.
Every time you came to my station and you have effed my little thing, I can't stand these scalpel blades. Where are the good standard razor
like
blades?
The hobby knife ones?
Yes, the number 11
the tips
exacto
break
razor.
off as soon as you.
No, the tips break off on this. I can't. My exactos are for slicing off caps, and I can barely dig these out with this thing. All right, let's watch that our short is still there because it's indeed under the NAND, which only is the only thing that makes sense. Sweet!
Told you.
Well, how the hell is that possible? And now, so Mark, how did you get that screen to kill the 1V8 cap? That is pretty impressive. You got your water damaged housing to just kill my NAND cap?
Uh-huh.
That's some bullshit. That is cray.
All right, I'm going to admit defeat.
And sit here and drink beer.
I'm not going to.
All right, so just go online and fill out the Drive Savers request, and then you're good to go.
Do it under Society's
You know what would be
name.
really funny? That's what we should. Yeah, you should do that. You should do it under somebody's name, one of the students. That's it. Our favorite student this week. That's hilarious. And then when they say your board has too much corrosion, then we'll make another video. I'll really send it back then. Okay, let's see. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and see. Maybe it'll boot. Let's see. Will it boot? Let's find out. Where's the
chat?
It's going to boot just fine. All right. It's going to boot up just fine. All right. I don't know why I even bother having so delicately lifting up the rear camera and it doesn't plug in anywhere anymore. Will it boot? All right. You didn't take off why don't you just do this? Your last task is look up where the forehead thermistor resistor is, and then I'll take it off of this one and see if it makes a temperature error. Because I kind of want to know that. All right, will it boot? Let's find out. Or is the NAND bad on something else. Apple logo! Woo woo! Ah! Will it boot though? Fan spin. That's it. End the stream. All right. Power piles. That sounds like a hell of a case of hemorrhoids. Will it boot? That was visually the best looking bad cap that I have seen yet, says Dark Sorcerer. All right. It boots! Yay! Look at that. It still boots. Bonjour. Hello. I've missed you. Now what, chat? All right, I guess the only things that are kind of okay left are to take off the Stockholm and the buddies around the whatever that stuff is even called. What is that guy called? I can't remember.
What guy?
The compass guys.
Oscar.
Oscar. Yeah, I keep thinking like owl, but that's like the...
Yeah, take off all them funny looking caps too.
Oh yeah, let's take off all the funny looking caps. That's a good one. Let's do that. Geez, you think I'm gonna overheat the CPU, but you're wrong. I ain't gonna do that. We can take off some of these guys. We can take off this guy. I think it is not on, which would be great to fix. All right, let's see. Will it boot? We're going to speed this up. We are going to speed this up until we get our answer. All right. Loser pays for the winner's board to get recovered by drive savers. That's a total deal. I'll take that deal.
As long as I can consider it a business expense.
Well, it is true that like any board that iPad Rehab can't recover that drive savers can recover is an ongoing, we will pick up the tab on that. So far, nobody's taken us up on that. All right. Let's see. Is Chestnut still on there? You tell me, because I saw an image. All right, let's see. All right.
You know what I want to see is, can you boot with image and touch with no Chestnut if you have enough DC power supplies? I think the hard thing would be the PN5V7.
Yeah, that would be very hard.
Can't you just, reverse them?
I'm sure. Uh-oh. Are you going too far again? What have I done now? It's funny. It's like now. It's every time. It's like I really don't want to boot. Like you're testing me. You're testing my. That actually might be booting, but I might have just misconnected the screen because I kind of felt like it didn't go on. And since it was,
you should be using this one. This is the good one here.
That's the NAND cap killing screen.
There's no more NAND caps to kill.
Oh, there's some more. I don't want to kill my 3VO NAND line. All right, let's see. Let's see. Is it really not boot? Seriously? Really? Jessa, come back to the light. Go into the light. The YouTube streaming light. What are you talking about? All right, let's see. Let's see. DC power supply. Can you tell us? What have we done? What have we done? What have we done? I'm glad that I only took a couple of things off. Stockholm and Oscar. And a couple of those caps that were around there. Look at me. I'm instinctively pressing the power button. And it's not working.
Why is the ZXW folder missing the executable?
Hey, this is booting with no image.
Hey.
Hey.
You nudged somebody.
Look, I've got it booting. You just can't see it.
Oh, you got
I trolled up my
balls.
backlight. I think I.
Ball somewhere.
All right, let's see. Does it detect iTunes? Should. It's totally booting. It might be boot looping now. It ain't going past no kind of update. That ship, the update ship has sailed. All right, let's see. It's either booting or boot looping.
10:30.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, let's see if I have image.
Supposed to be drinking beer and watching Netflix.
Well, you should. You should just quit. I'm gonna be done super soon, and then I'm going to go to BED because it's 10:35. That's like super late. All right. Let's see. Do we have image, but no backlight? Let's find out. We are gonna split this screen so that we can tell. Oh, look at that. Screen works just fine. Just a bad screen. There we go. All right. You don't need backlight if you don't have touch anyway. Well, yeah, we do, because you guys won't believe me. You won't believe that my phone will boot. How the hell does the damn thing work without NAND? Oh, 11-year-old kid, you should look up the difference between NAND and the SIM tray. All right. So it still boots. Aww, this phone boots. Let's review. This phone boots. This iPhone 6 still boots. What is left? I can't even pick up the board. This board boots. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look, and then we're going to go crazy aggressive and make it not boot anymore. You know what? Let's look at it. So we've got nothing over here. Nothing here. Over here, just the little thermistor, guys. We have a digitizer connector. No home connector. No front camera. No strobe. We have image. We could probably still take off Mesa. We still have backlight so that you guys can see that it boots. We have a CPU. We have no SIM tray. We have no baseband CPU. We've got no chips in the baseband whatsoever. Barely anything down here. Couple of random caps. We could probably slide all of that off. Over here, we have no speaker amp, no vibrator motor, no nothing down here. We have Tigris. We have MOSFET. We have TriStar. We have NAND. We have PMU. And no Mason, no Cumulus, no Wi-Fi, no audio IC, nothing up here, no antenna brackets, no nothing. And this board still boots. This board still boots. Jess's internet crashed, so we may never know. Really? All right. No NAND. Yeah, NAND is still on the board. I didn't take the NAND off. Sheesh. All right. Jess's internet crashed. What are you talking about? Internet is great. Okay. How can we possibly do that? Try forehead temperature. I like it. That's a good. I do want to do that.
Yeah, I've been trying to get ZXW up here, but it is.
All right, let's do it. We're gonna do it. What are you talking about? That's brand new.
Okay. Well, it came up with some message in Chinese, and I said no, and it was like, okay, fuck you, I'm closing. Have you taken off the
Yes.
baseband EEPROM and clock or crystal?
No.
Well, I think you probably will be fine to take those off. So.
I like the forehead idea, and then we'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Just to be clear, obviously
Activate
the NAND is still on the board.
Yes, activate.
All right.
Use.
We could take off all of those NAND caps back there, though.
Yeah, you could.
But first, I want to do the forehead experiment, And you can, just go drink beer. It doesn't really matter. All right, let's see. Forehead, where are you? Forehead temperature, 13. We're going to take off 1308 and C 1359. So R 1308 is the money. R 1308. R 1308. Let's find you.
I will get it.
R 1308. Oh, wow. It's the little dude that's inside it's the dude in the hole, which I've thought about taking off and was like, I'm not gonna stick my tweezers in that dirty hole. It's the dude in the hole. That is so funny.
That makes sense because that would be right behind the front camera, which is forehead cam. Like,
and if it catches on fire, this board's gonna shut
is front
shit
camera
down.
flex. So yeah, makes sense that that's where it would be.
All right, these guys. All right, we got my eye on you. Will taking you off. Will getting rid of the forehead temperature sensor make this whole board get a temperature warning?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go, yes it will. But let's confirm for science. Let's do it for science. Now let's just take them all off. I'm just gonna, actually I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna nudge them out of the way so that we can put them back. All right. Forehead temperature sensor, which has never before ever been bothered by any board ever because it is in its little hole. Will it boot? Let's find out. Back in the housing. This board is naked. This board ain't got nothing on it. Next, I think it would be fun to see how bad can you beat up the CPU caps before it gives up. Also the NAND caps.
I mean, how many can you take off?
Yeah. Although at this point I'm kind of tempted to just leave it on a charger, letting it have a battery voltage beating on it for a night and see if anything happens. Will it boot? Let's find out. Let's look for that temperature warning. Let's see. What's it gonna do? What is it gonna do? Remove everything that ain't critical. All right. That's a great idea. Why don't we remove everything that's not critical? Hey, Mark, this guy said we should try removing everything that's not critical.
You mean like all
Ha!
the that are not
Ha! So, Mark, where's my temperature problem?
Didn't give you a warning about forehead cam?
No, it doesn't give a shit about forehead cam. It says, fuck you, forehead. I don't give a shit about whether or not your forehead's too hot. I don't care if you have a fever or not. Just
It doesn't have enough capacitors to care about that anymore.
I have bigger fish to fry. Hola. Oh, it's so hot.
You've just...
Let's see, did it blank out? Ooh, did it die just now? Ooh, maybe it did. Did it die? Did it say, I just can't even bother to put up a warning? Totally dead. There's just nothing. There is nothing left. I kind of feel like, I lost a piece of backlight here.
Ooh.
I think that I am going to stop. I think I'm going to keep this in scalp NTC. I think I'm gonna not press my luck anymore. I can't really think of anything because I kind of like that it boots. I like that it boots.
Making it not boot is
Yeah, and like
not
having
fun
it,
anymore.
yeah, having it be such a skeleton but still booting, where anytime any student ever is like, well, I don't know if you can take off that cap. Oh yeah, well let's just check the manual here.
I
I'm
still
going to
think
call this
there's-
board the manual.
There's
There's
at
definitely
least
stuff that we could do.
100 components that can still come off.
Yeah. So, I mean, I could start taking off. See how it like goes to sleep though. Now I can't
That'll
wake
make
it.
a good like revisit this. Do a part 2.
All right, leave it powered on for 24 hours on full charge. It has stopped letting me. It won't wake, so it doesn't. If it sleeps, it won't wake. And I kind of feel like putting touch back on just so that we could like, be kind of keep doing that. Meh, meh, meh. All right, so this is pretty incredible. This board still boots, and there is nothing left on it. So quick review: less chips, the better. All right, they don't call it system on a chip for nothing. Seriously, yeah. So what you need, this is what we've learned. You need the system on a chip. That you need a battery connector. That you need a dock. Maybe you actually don't need the dock.
If you want
get rid of the dock.
To boot with the
If you want to prompt it to boot
USB.
easily. Otherwise, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass. You don't need any of this. In fact, it would be somewhat satisfying for me to braid this whole bottom part of the board. Maybe I should just do that and then like braid from here down. You need power, but you don't need any of these caps. You don't need any of your Wi-Fi touch ICs, audio IC. You don't need any of your, Oscar and Stockholm buddies. You don't need, a lot of this, a lot of these guys. These are all audio IC caps we could get off. We could take off NAND caps. There's not much left. Not much left at all. Alrighty. So what I think that was pretty fun, and what we learned is that don't you dare mess up that rear camera temperature sensor. But there you go, iPhone Jenga. Jessa is the winner. There you go. We're gonna take off one component that makes this thing not boot. Send it to Drive Savers. Tell them we need data. See if they can figure it out. And then that'll be. Let's do that for April Fools. We're gonna send it under a mysterious name, and that's it. So we're gonna hang on to that and not press our luck any further, because it's time for bed. So we will see you guys next time.